All right, so first day of 2026, or second day actually, it's June 2nd. So what I'm gonna do all year is I am gonna post every single car that I'm gonna dyno tune this year. I'm gonna make a video just like this, every single car, no questions asked. So, wonder what we're tuning today? Today we're tuning an 11th Gen Si. It's a 22 plus Civic Si. Comes with the L15CA motor, not the B7. 1.5 turbo, usual thing. PRL Intake, Downpipe, PRL Flex Fuel Kit, and stock turbo. So this also has a stock motor. I'm a very big fan of keeping the torque low and even leaving some power out so this motor lasts as long as possible. When I get to the dyno in a few minutes with my boy Will, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a little bit about the car, and I'm gonna tell you about some of the more shittier parts about building a car, having a car, or even buying a brand new car from the dealer that had a blown head gasket. Like, that is probably one of the craziest things about this car. My guy Will bought it brand new and the head gasket was blown. First time we went to go tune it, maybe 2 years ago. It was just really knock sensitive, and it's just like, man, why is this thing picking up so much knock? And we soon realized that the head gasket was blown. And usually on most cars, I'm extremely light with timing. I don't assume that I know what the number is going to be, but I also assume that I start with less, we're in a better position than starting with more. Also, there's a catch to starting with too little, where it raises exhaust gas temps and it's more detrimental than anything. But if you've done a couple of them, you kind of know where they're going to kind of fall and land. So you can just start there with the base point. And this car was just always knock sensitive, like always making noise. I don't know where it was making noise from, but the shit just kept making noise. Knock sensor kept pulling out timing, cool, whatever. I just kept yanking timing until it was happy. And what happens is that the car had a little white smoke. Some of you know smoke usually isn't the best thing. If it's cold outside, then yeah, you get condensation out of the exhaust. But on a hot day in South Florida at like 70, 80 degrees, you should not get zero smoke. So after chasing injectors, spark plugs, coil packs, he was able to take it to a good mechanic, and the mechanic was able to diagnose that the car had a blown head gasket. He fixed the blown head gasket, and you know what happened with the car? I didn't tune it, didn't even touch it. It picked up a ton of power on its own. So now we're going back, maybe, we're probably a year later now, 8 months to a year later, ever since the head gasket got fixed. And we're gonna see how much power that it puts down, and we're gonna see if we can squeeze a little bit more out of it. In reality, on E30, I would like 300 horsepower, but we'll see what happens. I think we can do it though. Just have to keep in mind that we have to keep the torque kind of low so these rods aren't screaming for their dear life. And it's just gonna be really fun. So we're here at the dyno with Will's car, getting it loaded up on the dyno. You can see the cute dyno jet, brand new dyno jet at that. So, day one of 2026, or day two really, it's June 2nd. The DynoJet software needs to be updated, so WinPep 8 needed an update for the license. So one of the release notes says extended expiration date. So if you're running WinPep 8 and you can't get the thing to work, just update it, it should be good to go. Alright, so we did the pedal dance. Let's see what we do on the... just did the first pull on Will's car. We made 251 horsepower and 286 foot-pounds of torque. This is just off of our previous tune. I think we're pretty like spot on for where we're at. I'm gonna see if I can pick up the back a little bit more. On this model, I can't really do a lot, but I'll see what I can do to pick it up. And also there's a small dip where the torque management comes in and just kind of pulls out the power. So I'm gonna try to fix that a little bit, but I'm also not mad that it's pulling out the power because I don't want it to eat up so much torque. All right, so you see I got a hoodie on, I got a little cold here. I don't have a picture of the dyno graph right now, but we picked up a little bit more power than what I wanted to torque wise, so I chopped that down a little bit more, and then we're trying to eat it out the back a little bit more, so let's see what happens. So we're done tuning Will's car. We ended up making 249 horsepower and 270 torque. And as you can tell, I got a haircut in the middle thanks to this guy here. Where is it? I can't point. Will. I'll go ahead and tag and comment him below. I'll show you a picture of the dyno graph in a second. I'm really happy with the power band, where we're at, and like, man, this thing is gonna book